morning, Warriors! Warriors from all over the world. Number one, we want to say thank you. Number two, it's time to get to work, Warriors. It's time to rise. Now, if you're in other countries, you have people from all over the world. There's a lot of stuff happening in America, and it's going to continue to happen. So, what I want to share with you, Warriors, is that you are the president and CEO of your life. And there's a political theater going on. There's a lot of actors, and there's a lot of movies that have let us know how the game is played. How do you hide something in plain sight, Warriors? They show you what's happening over and over and over again, but it seems so unrealistic because it's right in front of your face. Think about that. What do narcissists do in a narcissistic relationship? They make the other person think that they're crazy. They blame it on them. Problem, reaction, solution. Let me walk you through that. There's a problem that's created by the narcissist that takes the attention off of them, that creates a massive reaction in the person who's being abused or whatever you want to call it, right? And then number three, the narcissist comes up with the solution, and the person who's being abused or mistreated takes it as their savior. Warriors, this has been happening in history over and over again. As you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative happening this way. Now, I'm not here to sell you right, left, Democrat, Republican. I'm not here to sell you what religion. I'm here to just open up your mind and awareness and teach you how to fish. That's all I'm doing, Warriors. I'm not taking any side at all. We are all effing human beings. That's what we are. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And there's something out there trying to divide us. Now remember, the world is born in you. You were not born in this world. So you're the president and CEO of your life. So I'm just going to keep doing these videos, and I'm going to share with you guys a different perspective on the cryptocurrency and the fourth industrial revolution. Now, Warriors, we're heading into the fourth industrial revolution, the quantum financial system. You're not going to stop that. So I'm going to show you the meetings that are happening behind the scenes. There's only 4,000 views on this since February 11th, 2020. Now, there's thousands and thousands of videos, and I know it's boring. The cool thing about it, it's not boring to me. I was in the banking system. I was an executive banker. I know the banking system at a deep level, and I understand this stuff. It makes sense to me. And I'm also someone who went through a massive spiritual awakening. It doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. I'm just someone who's sharing information. So I've seen both sides of the coin. I also attempted suicide 15 years ago because of an opiate addiction. So think about my experience. I experienced the depths of hell through an opiate addiction that took my life. I woke up to a spiritual awakening, ended up in the matrix banking, went back to success, and I learned the banking rails at a very deep level. Then I went on the spiritual level, working with shamans in Peru, and now here I am, this multifaceted, weird hippie dude that has a lot of information that I'm just sharing with people. So just allow this to open up your mind and your awareness. So the first thing that we're going to watch is this video by the World Economic Forum. Now, you need to learn the World Economic Forum, Warriors. They're making big decisions for your world specifically. Okay, now there's a political theater going on right now about the election. From what I saw this morning, it says that Joe Biden won the election. Not here nor there. That does change some things in regards to the Green Deal and all that. It doesn't really change. Actually, it doesn't really change everything. This is moving forward. This is an elite agenda. Okay, so let me retract that statement. So I don't believe it's going to change anything in regards to moving us into the zero carbon, the Green Deal. Now let's get started on this video. I'm gonna play this this lady speaking, and then I'm gonna break down the financial giants that are moving trillions of dollars. Okay, think about that. Where are they moving trillions of dollars, and how are you gonna get left behind? You ready?
Of how the discussions have been going so far, and tell us a little bit about why you think the engagement from the private sector is so crucial to achieve the goals. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for taking the time today. I would just like to, first of all, congratulate Gunter for leading the charge here, Allianz for leading the charge, and say this is something that is also being highly supported by UNEP Finance Initiative. And we're very excited about the Asset Owner Alliance because if there is a food chain in the financial sector, then asset owners are at the top of the food chain.
Boom. Do you hear that? If there's a food chain, then asset owners are the top of the food chain. Basically saying that who has the money controls everything.
And asset managers do need to take heed of the direction that they get from asset owners, as well as companies if they're being directly invested in by the asset owners. So through either route, it's a very powerful signal when a critical mass of asset owners around the world that are currently at 4 trillion but soon to grow. Stay tuned.
Did you see that? That are 4 trillion and certain to grow. Stay tuned. The biggest shift in generational wealth is happening right now. Industrial to technical. Look at that smile. She's like, come soon, coming soon.
Actually come together to support each other in ensuring that their portfolios that they hold will not exceed 1.5 degrees. And what has been a very interesting conversation today was the first ever conversation between the members of that alliance, between the asset owners and some of the companies that they hold, and a conversation around what can be done in order to help these companies, for them to get their companies to protect the 1.5 degree ceiling.
Okay, keywords. You got to listen to stuff. To protect. It's all about protecting their money. The whole Green Deal is supposed to be for the people, for the earth, and all that stuff. Now, if it is, fantastic. I'm a God-fearing man. I love this earth. Thank you, God. But I think there's a bigger agenda, warriors. So the top financial giants in the world, the title of this right here, the whole thing is about the financial giants moving trillions to attain net zero, okay? Now, I'm not just looking at crypto wars. I'm looking deep. That's how I make my investments. Top 10 financial giants implement blockchain in 2019. Number 1, J.P. Morgan, 2017, Jamie Dimon was saying cryptocurrency is a fraud. They have their own cryptocurrency, an Ethereum-based like system. Number 2, Bank of America. We're just going to focus on number 1 and number 2, okay? Financial giants are moving trillions of dollars to move us into zero carbon. What that means is they're moving us into the quantum financial system. And if companies don't get on board, they're not going to get funding, warriors. Okay, so now we know that the financial giants, this is in February, but then now we're in this big pandemic that you've been experiencing. It's changed your life and flipped your life upside down. JP Morgan, Bank of America, two of the top companies, top giants that implemented blockchain in 2019, okay? Why did they start moving so quickly towards this, right? This has been planned for a very long time, specifically 1996 as MIT brought in cryptocurrency technology, okay? So now, you guys keep hearing that, oh, Ripple's going to go away, Ripple's going to go to zero. Ripple's part of a master plan, wars. In my opinion, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but as I said, I'm the tick on the dog hanging on. If it goes down, I got a broad portfolio. It's just part of my portfolio, but I'm a big fan of it. I'm an ex-banker. I understand what it does. Ripple leads sustainability agenda to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. Your life is going to change as you know it by 2030, warriors. Your whole life, financially, presidency, voting, your healthcare, everything's going to be completely different in 10 years. Ripple is a leading provider of enterprise blockchain solutions for payments. It's coming to carbon zero by 2030. The first company in blockchain industry to do so. As part of the goal, Ripple today unveils several initiatives to lead global finance towards a carbon neutral global finance toward a carbon neutral, including the launch of open source tools that enable blockchain decarbonization, guys. I believe that XRP is going to back the US dollar. And I believe that XRP is going to be the bridge currency for the world. That's my opinion. XRP is going to bridge the world's currency, okay? Now remember, top financial giants back here, JP Morgan and Bank of America. Ripple, Bank of America admits their partnership with Bank of America. We all know this is old news. We talked about this. Bank of America uses RippleNet, one of the largest banks in the U.S. and one with great impact on the financial industry. Bank of America has shown several times this year that we're either testing or already using some of RippleNet's product. Now, I've told you guys, Bank of America is going to be the world bank. I feel it. There's going to be something about Bank of America that's going to change the world. So let's go a little bit deeper. Now let's look at the moves that the biggest people, one of my favorite investors and one that I follow his investment strategy for my crypto, is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett looks at the leadership team, the board of directors, the real world solve, the application for are people going to use it? Is it going to be there in the future? And guess what? Warren Buffett made some massive, massive moves. The gentleman and him and his business partner, Warren Buffett, who are touted at saying that, gold people are gold bugs and making fun of people who invest in gold, made a huge shift this year. They took out a lot of holdings in bank stocks, airline stocks, and they went into gold mining. But check this out, Warriors. Bank of America, one of their top holdings in their portfolio. One of their top holdings, Bank of America, Apple. Think about this right here, Warriors. This is very important. Bank of America connected to Ripple. Apple is going to dominate the world, is dominating the world. Coca-Cola, people are addicted to it. Kraft, macaroni and cheese, baby, you're addicted. American Express, two companies that work with Ripple. Let's go a little bit further. Brad Garland House, World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum Global Future Council on Cryptocurrencies. Let's see who sits as the member. Where's he at here? Where are you at, Brad? Brad Garland House, the CEO of Ripple. So, Warriors, are you starting to see that there's a massive political theater happening? The very company that met with the SEC on a monthly basis to provide clarity, called the banker's coin, all of a sudden all the retail investors are running for the hill. Now there's another lawsuit to depreciate the price, but Ripple's going up today, which is great. Now, I'm not here to sell you on Ripple. I'm not a XRP maximalist, but I know a lot about this coin. And it's a great thing to talk about. That's what they want. The conversation needs to start because they're going to usher in regulation through Ripple, right? So the cryptocurrency space is an opportunity for people to build generational wealth. And as there's a massive narrative going on this way, all the elites are running over this way, right? You see that financial giants are putting trillions of dollars. And there's never been a time in history for little people like us, the uncommon 1%, to take advantage, I hate to say that, advantage of an opportunity where they're pushing us to look this way. And we're opening up our eyes to a whole nother awareness and a whole nother political theater happening this way. And finally, we get to be players in the game. If you know the game, you can't be played. I'm not here to get you to believe politically. I'm not here to get you to believe spiritually in anything other than yourself. Other than yourself. I'm a follower of God. I fear God, and I love the life of Jesus. Jesus said the world is born in you. You're not born in this world. And Jesus said to fish on the right hemisphere of the brain, not the left hemisphere of the brain. The world has you in facts, figures, numbers, logic on this side, the left hemisphere of your brain, And Jesus wants you to fish on the right hemisphere of the brain. God's consciousness, light, love, awareness. Throw your nets and you get a multitude of fish. Fish represent wisdom. Christians that have the fish on the back of their car, that represents wisdom in the Bible. So, here we are, Warriors. If you want to join our Warrior Academy, working very hard to continue to improve. We're so busy right now. But the beautiful thing about our academy is the community of over 400 warriors worldwide working together to help each other, to create awareness. There's people in our academy way smarter than me around crypto in regards to my skill set is this type of stuff. Understanding the real fundamentals. We have technical analysis. We have a crypto call on Thursdays. I show my portfolio every single time it changes. We actually go through a 120-day mind, body, and subconscious mind programming challenge where you build habits and patterns, because if you have all the wealth in the world, if you don't have your mind, you have nothing, Warriors. So click the link down below. You can join our Warrior Academy, or you can join our free Facebook group. So we're doing the best I can. If you follow me on Instagram too, CoachJV_. It's in the description. I'm doing the best I can to answer every single message. I answer about close to 400 messages a day. I do the best I can, Warriors. So if you haven't heard from me, just get back on the top of my feed, and I will do the best I can to answer your questions. Warriors, rise! Let's go.